Hello and welcome to v2Boxing. My name's Damien McKinley, and again, thanks for stopping by the YouTube channel page that we've created. What I'm going to do here today is I'm just going to go through some of the fights that are happening this weekend. As I said, it's pretty decent enough weekend for boxing. We've got a big card out in America there. It's the return of Andre Berto. We've also got Matthysse on that card, as well as Adrien Broner. But I'll start off first with the big card that's happening here where I am today in Belfast, and it's the World Title Challenge of Frampton. He'll be taking on Martinez for the second time for the super bantamweight IBF belt. The card's decent enough. We've got the likes of Jamie Conlon, Conrad Cummings, Marco McCulloch. Who else have we got on there? I think Willie Casey's just been added to it as well. And we've also got Eamon O'Kane, who will be fighting on that card too. So we'll just start off with Conrad Cummings, who's going to be taking on Robert Talerick in a 6-round contest at midweight. Okay, so what we've got with Talerick is a 31-year-old who he has a record of 7 wins, 6 losses. Cummings, in his last fight, which I attended for v2Boxing, we were reporting ringside for that fight. Conrad Cummings looks to have it all, really. You know, he's one of the hottest prospects there is in the middleweight division domestically at the minute. So how do I see this fight going? Well, personally, I think this is just going to be, you know, another knockout win for Cummings. Talerick, you know, he hasn't got the best of records, and you know, and as I said with Cummings, he just seems to have it all. His timing, his movement, his power as well. You know, he's getting better with each fight. So I'm gonna go with probably about a knockout round, about 5th or 6th round. Something similar to his last fight. You know, I can just see him just timing this guy, sort of just finding his feet for the first couple of rounds, getting the rounds under his belt, and just going in for the kill around about rounds 5 or 6. As I said, he is very exciting to watch, and he does carry massive power. So best of luck to Conrad for that one. Also on the card we got Marco McCulloch. McCulloch last time was kind of, you know, he was kind of exposed, and he was lucky enough that he never got another loss in that fight. The guy was fighting from Czech Republic had him all over the place. Spaghetti legged, ran about round 5, I think it was. He caught him in the temple, and Marco McCulloch was down. So he's fighting. The guy's fighting here is Dmitry Krylov. As I said, Krylov, he's on a run of 2 wins since taking about a 5-year break. Now we've been told that he's an ex-world title challenger. That world title that he challenged for was down at super flyweight against Victor Chinian, and he was knocked out in the 5th round. So if super flyweights are able to knock this guy out, you know, I can see a huge featherweight like McCulloch being able to rough him up and take him out as well. Let's see, just having a wee look here at my trusted notes. So that's, yeah, size matters in this one. As I said, the Dmitry Krylov, the way I see this fight going is Marco McCulloch just, as I say, just roughing him up, taking him up against the ropes. Just unleashing everything he has. McCulloch showed in his last fight, as well as, you know, as I said about being sort of slightly exposed a bit, he showed that he has a tremendous heart. Yeah, and he's also got massive power, which he showed against Willie Casey and others as well. So I see this one also just being a probably mid to late round stoppage for McCulloch. Dmitry Krylov has been stopped before as well. So yeah, best of luck to Marco for that one. So I'll go between rounds, I'd say, just if we're going to be specific here, probably between rounds 8 and 12 for McCulloch. Again, McCulloch just, he seems to, he does have the movement, but you know, there's slight lack of speed there as well. But as I said, what he gives up in the speed department, he makes up for with heart and power. So yeah, okay. So moving on, we got Eamon O'Kane, who's fighting. Brace yourselves for this. For Gilgis Stapilonius. So yeah, that's how I'm pronouncing his name here. Stapilonius was he was beaten there on points in February this year. That was in a 6th rounder against Patrick Mendy. He was stopped last time he was stopped was in 2009. He's got a record of 23 wins, 3 defeats, and there's 16 knockouts in those wins. Eamon O'Kane, since his defeat to John Ryder, you know, he seems to have come on leaps and bounds. He's hooked up with a new trainer, and his last fight was just it was on the last Frampton card against Cazares, and he just showed, you know, massive power, you know, real spite in his punches, and he was a pretty sickening KO, one to add to his KO reign. So yeah, with this one here, hopefully you see, you know, it could be a points win, but judging by Eamon O'Kane's last fight and what he's, you know, he's setting himself up for, you know, bigger fights. He's talking about world titles at the minute, so he really should be dispatching this guy. You know, Stapolonius, you know, he's been, oh, sorry, that's my phone going off there. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, gonna go with Eamon O'Kane, probably late knockouts, probably by late KO. Wouldn't be surprised if he done it early, like he did last time as well. So yeah, you'd say I'm gonna go for, you know what, I'll actually go for a points win on this one. Unanimous decision. Yeah, so we'll go with Eamon O'Kane for that one. So also on the card as well, we've got Jamie Conlan. Jamie Conlan's, for me, he's one of the best prospects there is in Irish boxing at the minute. Up there with card. For super flyweight, he carries massive power. He's very talented, you know, skill wise. He's taken on Jose Estrella. He's got a record of 14 wins, 10 of those by knockout, 5 defeats. He's been stopped twice, and he's got a wee draw on there as well. So yeah, Estrella was stopped by Luis Gomez, who had the unbelievable Mayweather-esque record of 3 wins and 2 defeats. I'm only joking on that one. So yeah, so I see Conlan once again getting another knockout under his belt here. I would say early he'll get this one. And the main event itself, Frampton versus Kiko Martinez. You know, it doesn't get much better. I think a lot of people have got amnesia whenever it comes to this fight, because even though Carr knocked him out last time, you know, it was a bit of a bolt from the blue. That fight was nip and tuck, you know. Kiko Martinez looked like he was getting a bit of a foothold around about rounds 6 and 8. And he was coming into it in round 9 whenever Carr unleashed that quarter of a punch and knocked him out. So what am I going to go for this time? I'd say, you know, for me it wouldn't surprise me either way if Martinez pulled off the upset here. As I said, a lot of people are talking as if Carr's got this belt won and all. The only good thing is about Frampton, you know, he's got so many sides to his game. He's got about 3 or 4. You can fight going forward, fight going back, fight aggressively going back, defensively going forward, blah blah blah. Yeah, so, and Kiko Martinez, you know, he seems really fired up for this one. You know, he's been travelling about Belfast this week, and he seems really bitter about the last fight. He says he wasn't prepared, and you know, all these excuses. But since then, Martinez is you know, he's been on a run. He's knocked out Jonathan Romero, Jeffrey Malabula, and he went over to Japan, Hasegawa. I think he beat that fight. You know, he won them all by knockout. So anyone that says that Martinez hasn't improved, you know, just wind your neck in, because, you know, how else, you know, can you say you haven't improved? You know, he's knocked out his last 3 opponents, all world class opponents. You know, albeit that they were maybe on the slide a bit, but still, you know, Frampton fought Cazares, and Cazares was on the slide too. So, you know, it's hard to judge who's improved with these fights. But yeah, so I'm gonna go for a points win for Frampton. Probably split decision in this fight. Could be controversial, you know. As I said, Martinez brings real pressure, just constant pressure. Just, you know, lay it on Frampton from the first bell, and I can just see it being like the last fight. Only this time, I think Martinez may have learnt a lesson, you know, about leaving himself open to that punch. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Carr, split decision in that one. But as I said, it wouldn't surprise me if he was beaten and the upset comes through. So yeah, so we're going to move across to America, where we'll start off with Adrien Broner, who takes on Emmanuel Taylor. These two have been acting like school kids at the minute at the press conferences, grabbing each other by the throats and pushing each other about. Broner just acting a child, you know, as he normally does. Emmanuel Taylor's tough, you know, he's a good boxer. He's got a good skill set on him. His record of he's decent enough knockout ratio. You know, he's got 12 knockouts out of 18 wins. He's been defeated twice. This is at light welterweight as well for Broner, which is a new weight division. He wasn't really, you know, doing the business at welterweight, so he's had to drop down. You know, because Broner's sort of the star of the show. You know, just gonna have to pick him really. Not convinced with his power above lightweight. We'll see how it gets on. You know, we moved up and down these weights can't be helping him either. He showed against Matthysse that, you know, he finds it hard whenever the pressure's put on him. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Broner points win. You know, he has, you know, we can sit and badmouth Broner all we want, but you know, he has got the skills there. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for a points win there. I said Emmanuel Taylor was appointed by Chris Algieri. He takes on Manny Pacquiao in a month or two, I think, or a couple of months. Yeah, so it shows that he can be outboxed too. Broner is a good boxer, no matter how much of a prat he is on it. So yeah, that's that one. Lucas Matthysse takes on Roberto Ortiz. Roberto Ortiz, fantastic record, hasn't really stepped up. This will be his first jump up. Lucas Matthysse, you know, he's fought at a higher level. He's got the world class experience under his belt. Again, like Martinez, relentless pressure, and he also is a fantastic boxer to watch too. Real firecracker of a fighter, like. So yeah, so but this fight here, I'm gonna go with Lucas Matthysse by knockout. You know, and the only reason I'm doing that is because, you know, it's hard to go against the knockout for Matthysse. You know, he can punch with both hands. As I said, he can fight going forward. Just, you know, if you ever get into a street fight, he's the boxer that you want on your side. Anyway, I'll stop rambling on about that because I'm starting to talk nonsense now. Andre Berto is back against Steve Chambers. Chambers, decent enough record there. He's 24 wins, 3 defeats and a draw. But he's got a lack of power there. You know, there's only 6 knockouts and those 24 wins. So both these guys are coming off 2 defeats. It's hard to make a prediction on this one due to, you know, you have to. Berto's been out for a while. You know, Steve Chambers, you know, he's shown that he can't really fight above a certain level. You know, as I said, he's been beaten 3 times, and it's just whether or not he can outbox Berto and keep Berto off him. If it's the Berto who we all, you know, it's the Berto that's been winning world titles, you know, the Berto that we know, then certainly go for a Berto stoppage. Probably around about the mid-late bracket, but yeah, if it's not the Berto, if it's the Berto that's been fighting the last couple of fights, then, you know, I wouldn't be surprised to see Steve Chambers outboxing him too. So yeah, so I'll just run through them again. So we've got Andre Berto. I'm going to go with a late stoppage for Berto. Lucas Matthysse, I'm going to go for a mid-round stoppage. I think he'll do it in the mid-rounds. Adrien Broner, I think he's going to win a unanimous decision. Conrad Cummings, we're going to go for the fifth or 6th round knockout for that one in the 6th rounder. Marco McCulloch, I'm going to go for a late stoppage. Eamon O'Kane, I'm going to go for points win on that one actually. Yeah, we're going to go for points win on that one. Jamie Conlon, early knockout, and Carl Frampton to win by split decision. That's everything from me. So if you're on Twitter, please follow the site and please please favourite and retweet all our tweets and keep us in the mix and spread the word about v2Boxing. So that's at v2Boxing. My Twitter account is at the Boxing Freak, all one word. Follow us on Facebook, just search for v2Boxing, and also click on the subscribe button if you're watching this video at v2Boxing on YouTube. I'm forgetting something else. Yeah, no, so if you want to go onto our forum and discuss any of the action, or if you don't, you can just comment below. It's at www.606v2.com. Yeah, so that's everything from me. So as I said, if you disagree with anything I said or have anything to add, just stick it in the comment section there. You know, we'll just keep the debate going. So best of luck to everyone fighting this weekend, and as I said, hopefully, you know, being from Belfast, Carl Frampton can do the business. So best of luck, Carl. So yeah, that's everything from me. So have a good weekend of boxing, and we'll speak to you next week. Thanks.